Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to your August reading for the first 3 weeks, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising with Venus and Jupiter in your placement chart. Now, let me get to you a little bit of detail about this month of August. What I understand from your situation, Gemini, is Sunday, August 8th will mark a new beginning towards leveling up a new friendship or romance. That will be a very, very nice thing to happen. It is a social sign, spending time with new people, great news for your mental health as well, right? Now, your ruling planet, Mercury, will enter the analytical Virgo on 11th of August, right? Where your focus will turn towards your relatives, family, anybody who makes you feel at home, right? Because after a social distancing and gap of meeting people, you're craving for that kind of stability. So it will be kind of the right time for you. Use this time to tell your friends how much you appreciate them in your life as well. August 16th, a romantic planet Venus will enter your home sign of Libra, where it's calling for a sign of partnership. This transit will light up your fifth house of pleasure, right? So basically, your love life will come back to life. But don't break any hearts, guys. Don't break any hearts, okay? Because you could end up having a casual fling as well for some of you. But practice honest and direct communication so that you can limit the hurt feelings that, can arise out of a situation like that. But if you do feel like falling in love, go ahead, let it happen, right? You need boundaries. You don't need walls, Gemini, in your life. So these are a couple of, as I call, a couple of start points to your reading for the month of August 2021. And we'll see what your other energies or whatever the energies are going to show up for you, Gemini, that will give you more clarity and understanding to whatever the changes that are happening or is going to happen in your life in the month of August. So here we go, guys. What is coming in? What is going out in your life or from your life, Gemini? What is coming in, what is going out, please, for collective Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising with Venus and Jupiter in their individual placement chart. What is coming in, what is going out from the collective Gemini part. What is coming in, what is going out. My spirit, please talk to me. And you know the drill, guys. Whatever resonates with you, take it. Whatever doesn't, leave it. Check your moon and rising. Energies can flip. So if you want a better understanding of the story, definitely do check your moon and rising as well. Okay? You got heart and stars. Look at that story, Gemini. Wow. There is an Aquarius influence too in your collective part of the story as well. I forget the date, guys. I forget the date, but there is a collective, there is an Aquarius part of the story as well in your planetary position, and that is showing up in here for you, Gemini. So there is some kind of an overview, right? There is also some kind of restlessness that you have been experiencing that will slowly move out of your life, right? About your heart, about your romance, maybe, but something to do with your emotions could be, right? With the heart showing up in here, which is talking about love, luck, partnership, romantic, intimate feelings, right? So, like I said, you want to fall in love, fall in love. Nobody's going to stop you. Like I said, you need boundaries, not walls. So just be sure that if this situation is happening for you, Gemini, be very, very careful that you don't hurt the feelings of anybody who is coming into your life or who could be coming back into your life. Anything can happen, right? So even if you think it's a casual dating, you don't want to associate with that, it's for kind of a party gathering, you're meeting somebody, don't give them hopes, don't give them the vibes that will in turn create a lot of feelings of disappointment in somebody's life and to a large extent even in yourself, Gemini. Okay, so be very careful of that situation because with the stars, guys, it's talking about clarity, inspiration, spirituality, insight, great luck, and good outcome, right? So, what they're telling you, there is a cosmic situation here happening in your life. And as I said, I forget the date, but there is the sign of Aquarius dominating over your sign as well in the month of August, right? So this is something to do with a cosmic explosion in your life, a Big Bang Theory kind of a situation, right? So, this is what I'm getting. Okay, this is also what I'm getting from the star card, guys. That when something has really gone wrong with a love situation, more so, or in a relationship, then what you had expected has turned just the opposite. In your case, that's when you're kind of getting that clarity, that Big Bang Theory of clarity is coming back into yourself, Gemini, with your situation of this heart. So that's something that you haven't understood before, maybe, right? You haven't really figured out the reason why all this happened or what happened in your life with regards to the situation is kind of going to clear up. And that is also going to allow you to heal by yourself. There is going to be a lot of healing that will happen eventually as you get more clarity with this big bang theory of cosmic explosion in yourself that will absolutely allow you to heal from a broken heart, a broken relationship, could be with family, friends, or somebody that you in turn have loved or you still love. It can be anything for anybody, right? Then you have the birds. So they are saying that this could be a little bit of a restless energy that could arise in yourself as you discover the clarity of what happened here. You could become a little bit restless about the situation, right? Because there could be a mixed feeling of excitement, of some kind of understanding. Some of you could be even trying for a relocation, but you could be very nervous about the situation of your restlessness as well, right? There is something that is pulling you with regards to this cosmic explosion in your self, Gemini, towards this feeling of the heart that is going to create that kind of a little bit of tensed nervousness in yourself. So what they are saying, guys, is do not make or take decisions very quickly. That's what I told you, that you need boundaries, you don't need walls, right? So the boundary is that you give yourself the time to fathom and take decision in the right way. So don't act too quickly, don't make decisions too quickly. Consider what is important for you in the long term. That is very important, right? Uh, because it could be that earlier you guys have made mistakes which have caused a lot of conflict between people and you, right? It could have caused conflict between somebody you love and you, right? So now they're saying that you need to communicate as well. There will be a lot of communication happening as well, but think twice before you eventually talk. Okay, and if there is any kind of gossiping or any kind of talking behind your back, turn away from that situation. Turn away. Do not make decisions too quickly, but consider what is important for you in the long term, because that restlessness might push you towards making a hasty decision or taking a hasty judgment call. So be careful on that situation, is what they are letting you know. Okay, because this whole clarity, this cosmic explosion will make you a little bit nervous, right? So yeah, so watch out for that, guys. Get an overview before you eventually take some kind of a decision or action with regards to this child or the new beginning here. Okay, some kind of adventure, a new beginning, curiosity, kind of innocence, being unencumbered with worries and tensions in your life, right? Uh, that kind of symbolizes new beginnings in love and growth at the same time, letting go of a dependency in your life. Okay, so that situation is kind of developing in your life. Gemini is more so what I'm getting. But again, like I said, the warning over here for you, Gemini, is to watch out for this energy, because if you make a hasty decision or take a hasty call, you might again end up, regretting your part of the story, right? So yeah, you can put up boundaries, but don't put up walls, right? That's what they're saying here for you as well with the birds. That don't stop yourself from doing or learning or understanding what you have to, but then at the same time, you have to also watch out and be very careful with feelings, sentiments of other people, what you communicate, how you talk. Because if you're nervous, okay, this is also what I'm getting, guys, that if you're nervous, if you're anxious, excuse me, the words might come out in a different way that you don't want it to happen, right? So you have to watch out for that. Take time. Calm your energies down. Calm your energies down. And then, when you feel that you're in the right balanced state of mind and body, it's only then that you express or say what you have to say, basically. Okay? So that is the message in here, Gemini, because of the situation here. Okay, let's look at this card of heart here. It's a beautiful card. It's a beautiful card that spells a lot of good luck, fortune in your life. Let's see the heart. Please talk to me about the heart. The Hanged Man. Yeah. Some of you guys have been suspended from moving towards a situation that calls for either romance, love, anything, right? You have not been able to move towards something in your life that could have been your environment, could have been the pandemic, could have been anything that kept you tied up and you could not move because you were scared that if you move, There are other people who will come forward and blame you for doing what you did in your in regards to this fortune, love, anything that considers your emotional part of the story, right? So many of you guys have not been able to attract back that kind of emotion in your heart. And that is where you have kept yourself suspended as you gathered more information about a collective group of people as well. So there is a collective group of people you are scared of. You're scared of, right? And you don't know if you can move because sometimes they might end up slaughtering you for doing what you have done with regards to your emotional part of the story. So there is a kind of feeling in you, Gemini, that if you move, you will be slaughtered, or people will come and, kind of bring that energy. That energy is here, that you're not moving. It's more so, I'm getting, it's because of this outside interference in your life. So it's calling for a lot of patience as well, Gemini. They're asking you to have patience with regards to this situation because you are probably acquiring more knowledge and information as you keep yourself suspended or pausing any kind of movement from your side in here. Okay, let's look at the star card here. This is that again, the Big Bang cosmic explosion kind of a situation here with your understanding and clarity. This is also probably the reason is that you have not acquired or had not acquired some kind of clarity in yourself, Gemini. That's why you kind of did not move. Okay, let's look at the stars in here. Maybe you were healing, some of you. Some of you guys have kept yourself away, suspended, and you have been healing from this situation here with the strength card showing up. Yeah, for many of you guys, you have been trying to tame your own fear within yourself. And this is where the cosmic explosion is bound to happen in the month of August because you are being pushed towards this Leo energy here of the strength, right? So once this explosion happens, you will suddenly discover that you have more strength in yourself than you have thought before, right? And once that happens, this restlessness will arrive because then you are like, I want to use that strength in order to do what I haven't been able to do here. That is the energy I'm getting, right? Your personal power. You're being pushed back into your personal power, Gemini. And that is the reason this explosion or this cosmic situation is coming up in here, which is not only going to heal you a lot, but it's also going to allow you to gather back your individual and personal power in the month of August, which is the Leo energy. Let's look at this birds. Because you will suddenly discover that you could have got a lot of love, good fortune, anything good could have happened in your life, but because of this situation of suspension, right? The situation of suspension, you have not been able to gather your strength in the right direction or even get the clarity that you are more powerful than you think you are, Gemini. That's what they are telling you here. With the birds card, you get the hermit. So they're telling you, take your time. That's what I just told you. Don't rush into any situation because this will be the energy that all of a sudden you will discover that, oh, I can do this. Why didn't I think about this? I have that power, right? I have that power, and yet I have kept myself hanging upside down, feeling scared of other situations, of other people, where I forgot that I have the power to expose my talent, to do what I have to do, right? And this is that Leo energy that's bringing about a complete cosmic explosion in yourself, Gemini, which is where they're saying don't rush into anything. Don't make false promises. Don't rush into anything. Don't give false hopes to people. Organize yourself. Take your time. Understand yourself better. Take an overview with regards to your future course. What you want for yourself in your future. What is that direction you're looking for that's going to lead you in your future, towards your future aspirations or goals in your life, right? So that's where they're saying that the strength will be a lot more than you think it is going to be. But again, because you get that strength, don't take a hasty decision. Take time here, guys. Take time here. Meditate, contemplate, figure it out, think about it, sleep with it, right? But don't make hasty calls, because this energy is there that you will rush into something very quickly and then you don't want to regret that. So take your time. Let's look at the Hanged Man here. Death. Yeah. This suspension is getting over, guys. This suspension is getting over the Five of Swords, where you had been feeling that you will not be able to do much with your life, right? Like there will be no change, there will be no transitions, and all you see in front of you is only destruction. So you have been in that energy, Gemini, hanging upside down and thinking about this situation, but not making an attempt to bring a change in your life. Okay, because you have been telling yourself, no, I can't. No, I can't. Because, whatever I have done in my life or whatever I will do is only going to collapse and bring destruction in my life. That's what you have been telling yourself. Really? You have been telling yourself that it's not possible to change my situation ever. That's your energy. So you have been in that Five of Swords energy where, that's a reason. That's a reason you have not moved with regards to something that is attracting or pulling you from your heart. It could be a job, it could be a love, it could be a home, it could be anything that you want. But you have not made an effort because it's also a part of the energy, guys, that you have been scared about some kind of rejection in your life. And you have told yourself that even if I move, right, even if I change the situation, I still will not be able to improve upon it. So it's kind of a negative feeling of self-victimization for me here, right? It's a negative feeling of self-victimization. That is where they're saying universe is going to push you towards your strength, because that's not who you want to be in your life, Gemini. And this will be that cosmic explosion in your life, Gemini. The Big Bang Theory is working in actual reality for you. Okay, let's look at the Strength card here. The Devil. Yeah, this is where your problem has been, guys. This restriction has been because you were scared of something, as I told you right in the beginning. You haven't used your strength to tame your own fears, right? You haven't. You have been looking at this toxicity and you have been telling yourself that I can't, because whatever I do in my life is only going to result in this restriction, this barrier. This is the wall. This is not your boundary. This is your wall that you have applied in your life, Gemini. And this is where this Five of Swords is coming in and the transition did not happen in your case, is because of the situation where you're restricting yourself. Either some of you are codependent on some situation, some of you are not financially stable, some of you are maybe, not finding the true love in your life, whatever that situation could have been for you. But at the same time, there is a lot of dark energy that has been lurking in yourself. That's going to clear. That's going to clear, Gemini, because strength is here. Strength is here to clear that energy for you. Okay, but you have to work towards it as well. And that's why they're saying take your time. Take your time as you realize your personal power that has been restricting you from your own movement. That's when all of a sudden you will be like wanting to go very quickly. That restlessness, nervousness, anxiousness to do a lot of things will happen. But then again, that will be a hasty decision, a hasty call. So take your time, even with your words and communication, because you could have been communicating on a very negative level with people because of this energy, right? So your communication could have been also based upon this fear situation of the devil, right? So watch out for this, guys. Watch out, because this communication can or could have created problems too in your life as well. Let's look at the Hermit energy here. Please talk to me about the Hermit here. So that's why they are saying, even before you talk here or you communicate, guys, think about your words. Because once you have said something, that leaves a permanent mark behind in people's life, right? And you cannot take it back. So you have to be the too many cards, guys. Hold on. And you cannot then bring it or take it back. So you have to be very careful the way you speak with people. And if you're feeling nervous or anxious because of this energy that is still lurking, take your time. Don't rush into any situation here. Please talk to me about the Hermit here. The Three of Wands. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Gain your knowledge, gain your wisdom. Whatever decisions you take in your life going forward with this Hermit energy, guys, you will come to a decision in your life, that's for sure. You will figure out the right approach. You will leave a lot of restrictions behind that had been stopping you from your movement forward in your life. That will all happen. But at the same time, be very careful with your own energy. Take your time, learn about yourself, gain more knowledge, gain more wisdom about what happened here, and then do things in the right way, right? That's what they are advising you here, because you know that you have not been able to work yourself in the right way, Gemini. And so now is the time that's coming up in your life that you have to be very careful with what you say to people, with what you kind of decide in your life for your future. This is more towards your future because you're looking at something that could be at a distance right now, but it's going to happen. But at the same time, take your time. Understand yourself better. Know yourself better, Gemini. Give yourself plenty of time with your collective consciousness as well, guys. Please talk to me about the Death and the Five of Swords. But this situation will be changing. Because you will eventually understand what you have been doing here, right? So it's going to take you a while. You need a lot of patience as well for this change or this transition to happen, but it's going to happen because you have not allowed it to happen. So now, with the Three of Wands, you will allow the transition to happen, but it is a transition that is also asking you to gain more knowledge and wisdom into your own understanding here, Gemini. Okay, please talk to me about the Death and the Five of Swords here. Even with your words and communications, please. Very important, Gemini. Even with your words and communications, you understand how you talk to people, you know what you tell them, right? The way you say things, the way you frame your sentences, very important, right? See, with the Four of Pentacles and the Judgment card here, right there. You'll be waking up to this call, guys, because you have been stuck thinking about your future. But at the same time, you have not acted upon it because you have told yourself, Gemini, that it won't work for you. Because whatever you have done, you know, like I said, very negative, victim, lack of consciousness kind of an energy I'm getting out of these cards in here. Okay, where you have told yourself that, no, I can't change anything. Right? But you have got dreams, you have got a lot of ambitions to make things happen. And all you did probably was just think and think and think about it. But you really have not acted on this situation. Some of you could have been holding a lot of money, you know, because you have been insecure about your financial part of the story here because of some kind of destruction that you have kind of visualized in your life, right? So therefore you could have been holding a lot of money in yourself. You know, it's kind of getting prepared for a rainy day in your life. So that kind of an energy is showing up in here when suddenly you have this Judgment card. You have this Judgment card. When you hear the call from the universe, there is epiphany. There is epiphany. There is a rebirth of your own understanding towards your own situation, Gemini. Right? This is a complete epiphany. It's like, you know, the phoenix. That's what I call the card of judgment most of the time. It's the phoenix rising out of the ashes where you have been totally kind of in a situation that calls for a stalemate energy because you believed that you can get nothing better in life. Or nothing better is going to happen in your life. Not with your love, not with your money, not with your fortune. And you believed in that. And that's where the phoenix rising out of the ashes is telling you there is a rebirth for you awaiting. It's a rebirth that's waiting to happen in your case, Gemini, when all of a sudden you will realize your own mistakes in life that you have done and you have created for yourself. I'm not saying that other outside circumstances have not been there. Maybe it was there. But your problem in life, Gemini, is your own belief. That you believed that you can't do much about the situation. You believe that you don't have the power to change this restriction in your life. You believed until this cosmic explosion is going to change your belief system here and your higher consciousness too, is what I'm getting, guys. Yeah, there is a lot of change that's coming up in here. A lot of awakening here. Please talk to me about the devil energy here. Yeah. And this is where you have been stuck with your emotions, money, anything. You have neither grown nor have you receded. It's that energy, you know, where you have kept yourself enclosed behind closed doors, refusing to move out of that situation because you felt that the world has only dented cuts to offer you without any emotions. And you sat with your back not looking at the fourth cup that the universe has been trying to give you for a long time. And you neglected, you ignored the words of wisdom. You ignored people telling you what they were telling you. You ignored to hear their voices. I'm not even talking about the divine, I'm talking about just the people in the 3D. You ignored them. Not ignored them as ignored them, but you ignored hearing what is that you need to do in your collective consciousness. You did not receive any emotions or any messages because you have drowned yourself in your own understanding of this devil energy, forgetting your strength here. Right? So, what you did was you did not use that personal power. What you have used is the toxic power in yourself, Gemini. And that toxicity is today a wake-up call for you, right? With the moon card, where you understand that you have to walk out of that fear situation. You can no longer sit in that situation and moan over what you don't have in your life or what you did not get in your life. So what universe is saying, right? There have been a lot of hidden things that you haven't expressed. With regards to emotions, it's time to walk away from that feeling of suffocation, right? And come out of the dark and into the light. That's what universe is asking you to do. Don't sit in that energy, because with the moon card, this is also a part of your karma that you have served, right? It's a part of your karma that you have been called to serve, so that you understand what true emotion and what true vibrations in life actually means for you, right? So you have been hiding a lot of your grief from people. You have been not talking about it. You have been hiding a lot of your emotions from people because of this toxicity. And that is the wake-up call here, Gemini, for you. It's all coming, the cosmic explosion. It's building up. You will understand this. You will get a full clarity and knowledge on this part of the story as to what happened with you in here and why it happened, basically. Let's look at the Three of Wands. You will get it. You will get a clarity of this whole situation here. Please talk to me about the Three of Wands. Because you did not understand the situation before, is what I'm getting, guys. You haven't understood a lot of things before, right? That is the reason you have told yourself, whatever I've done so far, whatever I do further on, it's all going to be ending up in destruction, nothing else. Because that's what I have got in my life, and that's what is going to happen. A total victim mentality here. Negative self-talk, negative self-thinking, basically. Very negative self-thinking about your own situation in life that has caused you a lot of pain here, Gemini. It's caused you to move away from people, right? It has caused you to become single in apathy. It has caused you, some of you could have lost a lot of friends in your life as well, right? It has caused you to become single and alone because you have refused to move from that dark fear situation here. And let me tell you one thing. This is all about, this whole thing was a part of your illusion. Nothing was the truth here. If you had wanted to change this situation, you could have done this a long time before with that strength card that's coming back to you. But you did not. So what you did instead was you concentrated on the devil energy. Right? And because you concentrated on the devil energy, all you got back was fear and illusion in your life about people, about emotions, about anything. Some of you could have felt that people don't love you or that you don't deserve love, that everybody who has come to your life has walked away from you. Nobody has given you that love, right? Those are the kind of feelings of restrictions and self-implied negativity. That's what I call that. Self-implied negativity. This whole situation, as I see it, Gemini, is completely your manifestation of your own illusions, of your own fear. That's why some of you could have been driving people away from your life because you were scared that if I invite somebody in my life, that person is going to leave me and I'm going to be back in my state of sorrow again, right? So you possibly have been putting up walls with this restriction, not letting people or emotions come back into your life because your illusion was your misinterpretation of your own fear situation here. With the Three of Wands, guys, you get the Four of Swords. Yeah, see, you're taking a step back. You're taking a step back here. You're going into yourself with the Hermit energy, right? You're figuring out things for yourself because you're learning to understand where you will learn to understand where you have gone wrong, Gemini, right? Where you have gone wrong. Some of you guys could be in seminars, workshops, any kind of classes with people, right? So you could get a better hang, a better knowledge of your own situation as well for some of you. What real emotions in life actually mean, because you could have been hurt emotionally with people in general from the collective, right? There could have been a group of, that's what I said here, there could have been a group of collective people who have hurt your feelings, right? So at this point, what I'm getting, guys, is that restless energy is there, right? To take a hasty decision, but that's what they're saying, don't do that. Take a step back, go back into yourself, think about the situation, and that's where the Ace of Wands, that's where you will get the divine spark of inspiration to begin something new in your life, but for which you need a little bit of time by yourself, Gemini. So don't be in a rush is the message for the next 3 weeks for you guys. Take your time, right? Take your time because you're about to begin something totally new in your life, right? But for which you need that patience, you need that understanding, and you also need that creativity, that spark to start a fresh journey towards something in your life. So you need time in yourself to understand yourself much better. The bottom of the deck, guys, is the Empress energy. So there is some kind of a birth in here with the Knight of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, some of you guys are going towards a new phase in your life, as I told you. You are going towards a new phase in your life, right? You're following your heart desire. You're manifesting a change of circumstances in your life with your money, love, abundance, anything that was halting your progress as well, because you're leaving something behind, guys. You're leaving something behind to move forward in your life. You're abandoning something that no longer serves you in a situation to move forward and to get back your joy and victory. And that is what, with the Knight of Swords, that is what you are going to be talking about, communicating, or you're going to move towards this. You could also be moving towards a situation to clear a situation in the collective. You would be talking to a collective group of people who have been possibly been a third party situation as well, towards bringing something back in your life as well. There could be a lot of communication as well between you and somebody else, because now you are firm and decisive that you want to be in the limelight. You want to be in the limelight. So some of you could be even giving public speeches, talking in open, right? Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Or some of you could be even mastering the art of communication as you talk with people in general, becoming the leader, leading your life towards your achievement, your goal, and your victory. Okay, so you're definitely moving towards a new phase in your life with the wheel showing up. It's clearly talking about following your course in direction, right? Because right now the Empress energy shows up, which is a beautiful energy of the Venus. So whatever your Venus placement is, guys, you will know about it. It's individual timeline for everybody, right? But this Venus placement talks about love, abundance, growth, fertility, spiritual embodiment of your own self, everything that grows spiritually along with you in the 3D as well. Okay, so that is what you're following, or you will be following as you move out of a difficult phase in your life, to understand that it is time for this fertility to happen in your life, Gemini. Okay, so work towards it, guys. These energies are all here for you, right? Work towards it, think right, be very objective about your own situation, be very objective about your thinking as well, because again, listen, guys, the way you think is what you manifest. Okay, so be very objective as you think right. That's what they're saying here. Don't think negative, because if you think negative, you will only increase negativity. You think positive, you will get back positive, right? So the way you think in life is very important for you now, Gemini, because you're coming out of a situation to go towards a new situation in your life. I'm just going to check the fortune card with this devil energy sitting right in the middle of this reading, guys. Okay, just give me 1 second here. Please talk to me about the devil energy here. Please talk to me about the devil energy, please. Here we get the message. Pathway. Yeah, see? Yeah, a new door is opening up in your life, guys. A new door is opening up in your life where your thought patterns, like I said, your thought patterns will change, because this is all about your thought pattern, right? What you were thinking. Like I said, if you think negative, you get negative result. If you think positive, it's only the positive outcome that you're attracting back in your life. So be very cognizant of what you're thinking. Be very cognizant, because that is your karma. That's what is attracting back your right karma, your intention, your thought, your expression, right? So be very cognizant of this energy that is pushing you towards a new pathway. It's pushing you towards a new path. So this is the time, guys. Work yourself in a completely new, different direction in your life. Okay, enjoy this reading until I see you once again. Till then, goodbye. God bless. Khuda Hafiz. Namaste.